Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They do not score. Check 4, check 4. Hey, check 24.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Jim. I got you. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Texans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 48-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. I'm not ready. 15. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Trenton Cannon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Kill.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Check. Crunch. Check. Hey. Motion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Man left. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Go. Man, let's get this. Zoom. 43 is the mic.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. And a missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to Cannon again on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Cannon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to go deep for Funchess. This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. John Simon in on the stop.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Bridgewater. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 25 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, this is Cannon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
56. Mike, 56.
Attack, attack!
56.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch twist. Watch this.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Bridgewater. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And that's caught inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
he would have kept it on the ground.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Showing it. Check 31.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. And Tate's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Watch out. Slay. Shift.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Benjamin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Bryant has it, and he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down carry by Elliott. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
You got him. He's got it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Bridgewater to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. You guys all tried. Mike's 43.
Here's Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Cannon. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Houston, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.